Angela first appeared in Japan in 2019. Now I know that means absolutely nothing to global players, so let's give a global measurement. We expected her roughly after the release of Blue Mage Fina. Angela's Trustmaster reward is a robe with a strong magic stat, plus 20% light and dark resistance. The stats are pretty strong for a Trustmaster reward, though in return the low elemental resistance may be difficult to really take advantage of depending on your inventory. Her Super Trustmaster reward is a materia that boosts magic by 70%, equipment magic by 50% when holding a single weapon, and gives charm resistance. It's a bit of an average bag. While the base magic percentage stat is high, the double hand boost is pretty average. The two together are certainly strong, but a bit too small than one should expect from the Super Trustmaster reward of a limited unit. Perhaps the charm resistance offsets this, though personally I think that's a bit of a stretch. Onto her active abilities. Ice Smash deals ice magic damage that Chains of Chaos Wave Awaken, and lowers the enemy spirit by 80%. Diamond Shards is the same thing but with Earth. Evil Gate is the same thing but with Dark. Latent Magic Awaken boosts Angela's magic and spirit by 300%, gives her an MP regen, and lets her quadruple cast. Fairy Walnut can be used 3 times per battle, and recovers 600 MP for one ally. Dark Force deals dark magic damage, inflicts a 120% Dark Imperil, and Chains of Chaos Wave Awaken. Stone Cloud deals earth magic damage that Chains of Chaos Wave Awaken, and oh yeah, that stone is definitely going to happen. Code Blaze deals ice magic damage that Chains of Chaos Wave Awaken and makes the enemy stop. Yeah, trust me! Annihilate won't actually hurt anyone. Dancing Wand is a physical attack that deals dark magic damage and chains a Stardust Ray. Shield of Mana grants your team a 50% magic mitigation buff. Glitter Dust deals all elemental damage that chains of Oreo Ray, and boosts your team's elemental resistance by 50%. Double Slash is a physical attack that deals magic damage, and it's non-elemental, meaning it can be imbued as you please. It also chains of Absolute Mirror of Equity and fills her limit burst gauge by 1/5. Ancient Curse deals magic damage that partially ignores the enemy's spirit, and Chains of Chaos Wave Awaken. It then strengthens the damage modifiers of her abilities, which is just an added bonus. She doesn't actually have any magic spells, nor does she have any magic levels for that matter, but maybe that's like a funny in-game quirk, I don't know. Passives. But for Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Angela gains magic and MP, a small limit burst regen, and a double strong dragon killer. She prefers to hold a single weapon, and has small booster limit burst damage and fill rate, though she does have a hefty MP reduction that's kind of cool. On the off chance she gets hit and survives, she can counter with Omen Buck, which cures any magic breaks on her and further strengthens the damage modifiers of her abilities. She meets half the boost to the chain cap, and her normal attack spin changed to chain with Bolting Strike and fill her limit burst gauge by 1/5. At EX plus 2 she gets an instant limit burst. At EX plus 3 she gets 500 magic. Speaking of which, let's look at her limit burst. Love Typhoon, what the heck? Raises her magic by 300%, lowers the enemy's spirit by 84%, and then deals a single blow that partially ignores the enemy's spirit. Time to change forms. Angela's Brave Shift has a 4-turn duration and a 1-turn cooldown. Onto her active abilities. Hot Shot deals fire magic damage, inflicts a 130% fire imperil, boosts her fire damage by an impressive 50%, imbues fire onto her, and Chains of Chaos Wave Awaken. Earthquake lowers the enemy's earth resistance by 120%, and deals earth magic damage that Chains of Chaos Wave Awaken. Thunderstorm is the same thing but with lightning. Spike Freeze is the same thing but with water. Wait, that's actually water? Passives. But for Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, she gets a powerful double dragon killer, and even more equipment magic when holding a single weapon. She deals increased damage to beasts, has a very strong booster to limit burst damage, though her limit burst gauge fill rate hasn't really improved. Everything else is basically the same, though she does have a nice boost to elemental resistance. Onto her limit burst. It boosts her limit burst damage by an incredible 300%, and then dishes out a powerful physical attack that deals magic damage and gets stronger with each use. That's rank Brave abilities. Raising the effects just raise damage, so I recommend Mana Control to cut the cost of her abilities, Hot Shot for more modifiers, and Double Slash for the same reason. Time to make a damage rotation. On turn 1, cast Latent Magic Awaken, and triple cast Double Slash. On turn 2, activate her Brave Shift, and quadruple cast Hot Shot. Keep doing that from turns 3 to 5, though if her limit burst is ready then that takes priority. On turn 6, you switch back. Cast Latent Magic Awaken, Double Slash, and Ancient Curse. If you're playing casually, then this might mess up a chain, so feel free to switch out Double Slash for one of the top 3 abilities here. Regardless, on the next turn, activate her Brave Shift, and repeat the rotation. So, EX2, At EX plus 2, Angela gets an instant Limit Burst. Her second Limit Burst needs quite a few casts to hit max power, and given the nature of her Brave Shift, it's always better to get it going faster. At EX plus 3, she gets 500 magic. This is 500 magic, ever useful for a strong magic unit like Angela, but ever expensive on your budget. So how good is Angela? Unlike Hawkeye, Angela isn't a simple touch-up. Her improved kit goes above and beyond, raising her damage massively to the point that she's one of the strongest magic damage dealers in the game. Of course, this comes with a few caveats. Angela's second Limit Burst needs some time to ramp up, but her kit isn't really helping. Though her base form is very helpful in filling up her Limit Burst gauge, her second form, though admittedly stronger, isn't as great at filling the gauge. If she had a true Brave Shift like Hawkeye or Lara Croft, she could simply switch back and forth, but activating her Brave Shift causes her to be stuck in that form for a few turns, where you have to rely on a middling Limit Burst game. Luckily, her Limit Burst doesn't require too many crystals, and certain support units can help with that too. Nevertheless, alone, Angela is a very powerful unit that takes time to reach the peak, but the faster you get there, the faster you'll be blown away. Her elemental variety is a nice touch, though it must be noted that fire is by far her best option. Still, Angela is a very strong unit that can fit onto many teams, and with a Limit Burst that can be imbued, her potential is simply limited to the support units you have on hand. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, then leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you plan to get Angela. I'd like to. The sheer amount of elemental variety would let me fit her onto many magic teams and dark visions. But alas, my Lapis. Why?